The tire war has been a big story this year in NASCAR Winston Cup competition between Goodyear and Hoosier, each company trying to get the edge on the other, and they're doing a lot of testing. Recently, Goodyear went to Martinsville, Virginia with Bobby Labonte to do a test, and we went along with them to bring you the story of a tire test.
I was never very good at tests. I hated tests, but how's this one going for you?
Well, in school I wasn't either. All my teachers can tell you that I wasn't, but this is different. I mean, this is, you know, for me to be in a car, you know, today and tomorrow and Thursday and Friday and Saturday and Sunday is great, I think. So, you know, you really got to be patient with it. You got to be, you know, you got to be careful, you know, do the best you can, you know, because a lot goes on the line, I think. So it's kind of like, to me, it's a little bit fun, but it's also important.
This was a different kind of test. Lots of tough questions, but the answers are a secret.
Anything you need to do, the car is doing on this set of tires. All right. You're free to make any changes you want to.
We did quite a bit yesterday. I don't think we'll have too much trouble today.
Well, we're just trying to get a little better. It's kind of a low-pressure situation where the team is not under the gun and we're not under the gun trying to beat a practice deadline time, and we have an opportunity to try some different things, both from a construction standpoint and compound standpoint, and really we're trying to prepare ourselves a little bit better for the upcoming September race.
Construction, compounds, competition. The 3 C's have replaced the 3 R's.
Yeah, let's just take about 3 out of there. 3? Yeah, 3 out of here. Creates for a long day, but anytime we can help Goodyear out, and it helps us out too, it's a benefit to all of racing.
And we can show you these guys talking, but we can't tell you what they're saying. The results are well guarded. But preparing for this test is just like going to school. You study, ask questions, practice, then get ready for the real thing. Hey, no passing notes in class. How about driver input? How valuable is that to you today?
It's very important. Some tracks more important than others. Here is one of those where I think it is important. Obviously, we look at the stopwatch. Obviously, we look at tire temperatures, but there's some intangibles out there where the driver can kind of read between the lines and help us out of a predicament if we find ourselves there.
One thing you don't want to find at a tire test is rain. One thing you will find at a tire test is plenty of tires and big, strong guys to move them around. Change them, take them back, get some more, change them again.
Yeah, it's probably harder on the driver than any of the rest of us because he just sits in there and never gets out, and all we do is bolt on 4 tires and send him back. Every now and then we'll give him a little water and try to refresh him, but other than that, we just kind of sit back in the shade, and every 15 laps or so we'll come in and change 4 tires for him. Those fronts have considerable amount of rebound.
You know, if we can pick up a little bit here today to come back with for the Winston Cup race, then hopefully, you know, we won't be way ahead of everybody else, but we'll be ahead of where we would have been, which in qualifying's 4 or 5 tenths from the first to last place, that might be 15 spots possibly. So, you know, that's real important. If we can do them a good job to where when they come back, they've got everything they need to know, and we just run laps. For me, I think it's just experience and just you know, more laps I get underneath my belt.
Of course, Goodyear uses different teams for different tests.
With a testing situation like it is, it's usually not too hard finding somebody to do some tire testing for you.
And each test helps Goodyear improve the performance of its tire and helps each team get ready for the big exam later in the year, race day.
Well, it's real good for the driver. You need a lot of rhythm here at Martinsville. You need good patience and good rhythm, and this is good for him, especially coming back to these short tracks. He can get in good rhythm. We got basically a new car here trying things, and so it's real good for us. It gets us ready for this short track run coming up.
Just another example of how technology works in NASCAR Winston Cup racing. Of course, they won't really know how those tires will work until they go back to Martinsville next month for the Goodies 500.